You're listening to 89.7 WTBR-FM in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and 88.1 WSBR in Lee. It's time for the Polka Show.
Good afternoon and welcome to this live recording session today, taking place at a landmark in polka entertainment and Polish catering, Polonia Banquets in Chicago. My name is Tom Kula of the Ampliers, and it's a great honor and a pleasure for me to do the introduction on this live recording session featuring the king of honky, Staś Golonka.
Thank you.
Who not only is a great guy, a good friend and colleague of mine for many, many years in the polka field. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the king of hockey, Staś Golonka, and the Chicago Masters.
Down the roads of life forever, you and I will be so happy, and our love will always be. Through the years of tears and sorrow, long the paths of sunshine days, in our hearts, in love forever. Remembering our wedding day. Take my hand and walk together down the roads of life. Forever, you and I will be so happy, and our love will always be. Through the years of tears and sorrow, along the paths of sunshine days, in our hearts, in love forever, remembering our wedding day. Please, oh, take me back on all my knees. For you to hurt me, hold me, scold me, darling, take me back. Weź mnie nazaj, jak się prosię, byłem dla cię niewierny. Proszę ciebie, weźmie cię nazaj do siebie. Take me back, I beg you please. Oh, take me back on my knees. For you to hurt me, hold me, scold me, darling, take me back. Weźmie na zajęcie, proszę. Byłem dla ciebie niewierny. Proszę ciebie, weźmie cię nazad do siebie. So walk through this world with me. Come take my hand. No matter what the future might bring, I'll be your man. I'll promise the world to you, but I'll give what I can. So walk through this world with me. Come take my hand. Our love will be strong and grow as long as we live. So walk through this world with me and let our lives live. I'll promise the world to you, but I'll give what I can. So walk through this world with me. Come take my hand. So walk through this world with me. Go where I go. You make my life so complete. Oh, I need you so. Thank you. All right, we'll do one more for a young lady who requested the Vanja Polka.
Well, no, we won't. All right. You're listening to the Polka Show right here. My name is Bill Gustavus. I'll be with you for the next couple hours right here on WTBR and WSBR. And Lucy will not be with us this evening. No, she's feeling a little under the weather tonight. Yeah, the weather is not so great out there. It's, well, it's great if you're inside. It's a good day to not go outside. That's the way I like to look at it. As long as you're inside, you're nice and warm. Well, who can complain about that? But it'd be nice to have the doors and windows open, though. But, yeah, I feel like I'm using more heat now than I did back in January. Well, it's because I am, yeah. Seems like it's running there almost every hour, it seems like. But anyway, yeah, I'm Bill Gustavus. Lucy will not be here this evening. She should be back in 2 weeks from today. All right, we've been listening to Stash Golunka here, starting off our set with Stash Golunka. And, they say the king of honky. You don't even have a concertina in your band. How do you, because that ain't honky music. If you don't have a concertina in your band, that's just not honky. I'm sorry. I just hate it when the people call him that. But, yeah, he had a good band in the days there, I guess. Yeah, I remember seeing him over in Saratoga. Yeah, I used to play there every year. Geez, they don't even do the dances over in Saratoga no more. Now that I think about it, they used to do one every springtime there. I think in every fall, too, almost. But every springtime they always did. But, that's the old days. Back in the old days, there was polkas always somewhere. It's dying off more and more every year. It is. All right, well, enough about that. Here we go. One more by Stash Golunka.
7 days and 7 nights without you makes a week of loneliness for me. How I try to get along without you, but it seems that you were meant for me. I like the way you dance with me, my darling. I like the way you hold me in your arms. I just can't forget your tender kisses. I just can't forget your lovely charm. With me, my darling. I like the way you hold me in your arms. I just can't forget your tender kisses. I just can't forget your lovely charm. Oh, 7 days and 7 nights without you makes 1 week of loneliness for me. How I try to get along without you, but it seems that you were meant for me. One time, 7 days and 7 nights without you.
Seven days and 7 nights without you makes a week of loneliness for me. How I try to get along without you, but it seems that you were meant for me. I like the way you dance with me, my darling. I like the way you hold me in your arms. I just can't forget your tender kisses. I just can't forget your lovely charm. 7 days and 7 nights without you. Oh, my darling, how I miss you so. Please come back and let us start all over. When you do, I'll never let you go.
Moja kochana, ja Ciebie kocham serdecznie. Dana, moja kochana, ja Ciebie bardzo, bardzo chcę. Ty masz usta całujące, przybliż się do mnie. Ty masz łoczka takie bystre, podobają się. Dana, moja kochana, ja Ciebie, Dana, bardzo chcę. Dana, moja kochana, ja chcę być z Tobą do rana. Dana, moja kochana, ja chcę być z Tobą do rana. Gdy Cię widzę, serce mięknie tak jak chcę Ciebie. Gdy mi jest z Tobą, coś się dzieje, tylko Pan Bóg wie. Dana, moja kochana, ja Ciebie bardzo, bardzo chcę. Moja kochana, ja Ciebie kocham serdecznie. Dana, moja kochana, ja Ciebie bardzo, bardzo chcę. Ty masz usta całujące, przybliż się do mnie. Ty masz oczka takie bystre, podobają się. Dana, moja kochana, ja Ciebie, Dana, bardzo chcę. Dana, moja kochana, Tyś taka piękna jak róża. Dana, moja kochana, Tyś taka piękna jak róża. Poleczki czerwone, nóżki zgrabne, Tyś szykowna i poczciwa, wszystko ładne. Dana, moja kochana, Tyś taka piękna jak róża. La 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 la, la 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 la. with the little Wally twirl. Do the little Wally twirl with your neighbor or your girl. Twirl your hanky round and round. You'll be as jolly as a clown. Twirl your hanky way up high. Move your body side to side. A little Wally twirl is fun, 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 fun. Can't be done by anyone. La 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 la. La 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 la. More handkerchiefs. La 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 la. La 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 la. Great music. It's the Little Wally Twirl original. Twirl with your neighbor or his girl. Twirl your hanky round and round. You'll be as jolly as a clown. Twirl your hanky way up high. Move your body side to side. Little Wally twirl is fun, 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 fun. Can't be done by anyone. That's the big one. Hey! All right, let's sing it. Polka Jasiu, w okieneczko, Polka Jasiu drzwi. Moja miła najmilejsza, proszę otwórz mi. Moja miła najmilejsza, proszę otwórz mi. Otwórz miła, nie bądź taka, mam coś dla ciebie. Otwórz miła, nie bądź taka, mam coś dla ciebie. Piękny, ślisty pieszczoteczek, ożenimy się. Piękny, ślisty pieszczoteczek, będzie wesele. Johnny's knocking on the window. He's knocking on the door. Johnny's knocking on the window. He's knocking on the door. Say, please open up, my honey. Please open once more. Say, please open up, my honey, sweetie pie. open once more. Very soon. In the meantime, enjoy life because it's so short. Thank you for being what you are.
Gianni frappa la funeta alla portusi. Gianni frappa la funeta alla portusi. Oh, ma bello macerio, magento pri. Oh, ma bello macerio, magento pri. Chicago is a polka town with loads of boys and girls around. It's very pretty to see they're singing merrily, dancing and hopping up and down. It's very pretty to see and singing merrily, dancing and hopping up and down. Chicago is a polka town. You'll see them twirling all around. Wherever you will go, that's one thing you will know. Everyone loves that polka sound. Wherever you will go, that's one thing you will know. Everyone loves that polka sound. The polka is the dance for me. My feet move automatically. My head sways side to side. My feet go left to right. Oh gee, I'm happy as can be. My head sways side to side, my feet go left to right. Oh gee, I'm happy as can be. Yeah, Chicago is a polka town. Remember Little Wally from 1930? That's when he was born. On Urine Street. Traweczka w moim ogródeczku pisze do Jasieńka, byś się do niej wrócił. Kochany Jasieńku, wrócę się, niech moje serduszko dla ciebie nie płaczę.
come back to me. You know this just can't be. Why should we be apart and break each other's heart? Lover, come back to me. Don't let me sit and cry. Answer sincerely. Don't let this be goodbye.
Okay, there you go. Little Wally. And backing up Little Wally on that album is the Honky Hoppers out of Buffalo. Actually, I remember seeing Little Wally and the Honky Hoppers, obviously years ago, at Pulaski Park. I don't think there was a phenomenal dance that day. The music was top-notch, superb all the way, and I don't think anybody was expecting that. And yeah, I wish I had that recorded or something there, because the Honky Hoppers and Little Wally, they just played to him like they knew exactly what he was going to do. And then it was like a month later, Little Wally played in Chicopee, and this time he didn't have the Honky Hoppers, and everybody thought he would, but he had Bay State 4 or whatever, and, well, that didn't turn out so good. But yeah, I heard the Honky Hoppers when they were recording that album. I think I heard that they never know what he was going to do next. Because if you listen to that song, it's like they always kind of think the song's going to end, and then he just starts singing a whole nother song, so they got to kind of play along with him there. And they do that about, 3 or 4 times during that song. Kind of interesting, yeah. Good sound there, the Honky Hoppers, Little Wally. All right, honky style at its very best, that's for sure. All right, let's do one more little set of honky style here. Let's do some, where is it here? Oh, John Filipchek and the Classics out of Minnesota. Put out 2 albums and 1 CD that I know of. I got the 2 albums. I got them with me. I didn't know if I was going to play them or whatever. But we'll play 1 song, maybe 2. But yeah, I did 2 albums on album and 1 album on CD. John Filipchek did. And I forgot who we used to play with. I know the drummer is Craig Ebel. Craig Ebel's got his own band these days, but he used to be the drummer for John Filipchek. But anyway, yeah, well, you don't hear him too much played anymore. But this goes back to I think 1990 or so. What's that, like 36 years ago already? Wow. Anyway, here we go. John Filipchek and the Classics.
wanna dance to a good old-fashioned polka, especially when it has the honky-style beat. The classics have the country-style polka that makes you really want to dance and stomp your feet. The dancing rhythm of their honky music will always bring to me a great big smile. So dance with me to their happy music. It's gonna be around here for a while. So dance with me to their happy music. It's gonna be around here for a while.
Alrighty, there you go. 3 in a row right there by John Filipchuk and the Classics out of Minnesota. Many years ago. Well, quite a few years ago anyway. Yeah. John Filipchuk. Classic honky style music. Okay. All right, we'll do another one here. Let's see. I don't know if I would truly say they're honky style, Chicago style. I don't know. I can't put a label on this band here. But anyway, the concertina player, he died last week. And boy, I can't think of his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. That's terrible. I can't think of his name. Greg, was it? I can't remember his name. But anyway, he was the concertina player for John Jaworski and the Keynotes. And then he played with, who was it? The Music Company? Or, boy, I don't know. I played with Little Richard, I guess. Boy, I'm brain dead here tonight, I guess. But anyway, yeah, the concertina player here, he died last week. Wasn't that old, I guess, old enough, but in his 60s or whatever. But we'll play a couple tunes here by the Keynotes there with the concert, well, the whole band. Here we go, John Jaworski and the Keynotes out of Chicago many moons ago.
Here to stay. I love you more and more each day. We know our love is here to stay. I love you more and more each day. When the sky is gray and it's a rainy day, dear, that's when I think of you and the things we love to do. I'm full of happiness and cheer, thinking of you, just you, my dear. I'm full of happiness and cheer, thinking of you, just you, my dear. Memories of you fill my mind. each day. We know our love is here to stay. I love you more and more each day. When the sky is gray and it's a rainy day, dear, that's when I think of you and the things we love to do. I'm full of happiness and cheer, thinking of you, just you, my dear. I'm full of happiness and cheer, thinking of you, just you, my dear.
Alrighty, there you go. There's some fancy concertina playing right there, that's for sure. The popular Pickles and Peppers. Pickles and Peppers there. Again, I can't think of the concertina player's name. Can't think of it, and I don't have the albums. That's what sucks, about not bringing albums in anymore. Because, with the albums, you could tell anything you want about the song, who made it, who wrote it, this and that. And now everybody's put stuff on CDs, and they get a little bit of info there, but not a lot. And then, then you take the CDs or the records and you put them on your computer or your iPad, in my case. And it's like, well, you got the song and the name of the band. That's about it. No information whatsoever. Yeah, and then we heard, Thinking of You, an original there by the Keynotes. And we'll do one more from the Thinking of You CD, or an album. Actually, it is on CD now. Actually, the 4 albums the Keynotes did on albums are all available on CDs these days. And yeah, one more here. Eddie Blazonczyk had a big hit off of this song. It's called I Want to Be a polka hero.
Was a little boy, my father said to me, come sit beside me, son, and tell me what you like to be. I thought a while and then I knew just what I'd really like to do. I smiled at Dad and this is what I said. I wanna be a polka hero. I wanna be a polka star. Chciałbym ja grać polską muzykę in the ballrooms and the clubs of cities near and far. Sometime later on I joined a little polka band. Concertina, trumpet, drums, and just one music stand. The people came from miles around to listen to our happy sound, and when they'd ask I'd tell them my desire. I wanna be a polka hero. I wanna be a polka star. Chciałbym ja grać polską muzykę in the ballrooms and the clubs of cities near and far. Went by, our band became one of the best. We played Detroit, Buffalo, Chicago, and the rest. The fans would come to hear us play that Chicago Podnogi way, and when they'd ask, I tell them once again, I wanna be a polka hero. I wanna be a polka star. Chciałbym ja grać polską muzykę in the ballrooms and the clubs of cities near and far. Now I am a polka star, the leader of a band. Radio and TV shows, fan clubs throughout the land. This music has been good to me, it's what I love to do, you see. So let me tell you once more if I can. It's great to be a polka hero. It's great to be a polka star. Będę wam grał polską muzykę in the ballrooms and the clubs of cities near and far.
Alrighty, there you go. John Jaworski and the Keynotes with I Wanna Be a Polka Hero from the Thinking of You album. And then, yeah, we heard a couple before that, Pickles and Peppers and Thinking of You. Yes. All right. Well, we better play one for Joe. Big Joe Zatorsky out there. He called in a while back there and said thanks for everything. And, well, thank you for listening, Joe. And he was saying, you know, and I keep forgetting about it, the wild leeks are out there growing like crazy right now. Like he said, you drive down by, we're going to call it South Mountain there by the insurance company, the country club there. The mountain is just filled and filled with wild leeks. I mean, pretty much 90% of everything you look at out the window, it's all green. Those are wild leeks. And yeah, I haven't gone. I used to have a bunch of them growing in my yard, and I don't know what happened. They died because I'd go out in the woods. I'd take them, I'd plant them in my yard. And it was always nice knowing you had wild leeks there. If you ever was desperate, you were cooking something and you needed an onion, you didn't have any onion, it's like, well, I can go out in the front yard and pick up a couple of wild leeks and there's my onion. Always good in an emergency. But yeah, I don't know, I planted a bunch of them. I had some in there from out in the Buckland area. I had some growing from the Vermont area and around here. And the only thing I can think of is a few years ago I was spraying the weed killer stuff in my lawn, and I got a feeling some of that kind of probably got down in there, and because when it would rain down, it would run down the little slant of a hill I have there, and I got a feeling that killed them all. So yeah, I think last I looked there was none growing. I think last year there was maybe 4 or 5. I don't know, maybe I need to get out there. Like I was telling Joe, it's like, geez, we're not that young anymore. It's not so easy to go prancing around in the woods. But yeah, I probably should get some and plant some out there. You can plant them this year. They won't grow, but they'll come up again next year because it's a bulb. But yeah, I probably should. I should probably go out and get a few and plant some in the front yard. It was always nice having, I must have had 70 or 60, 50, 60, 70 growing at one time out there. Yeah, maybe that's a to-do. Put it on the to-do list pretty soon here while they're still growing out there. Pick some wild leeks, yep. And they're good eating. I know some people will pickle them. They pickle them and then just chow them down there. And what I used to take my wild leeks, I'd fry them up with scrambled eggs in tortillas, chopped up tortillas. So it'd be scrambled eggs and tortillas with some wild leeks and a little bit of salsa on there. That's what I used to do with them all the time. Geez, I used to make that all the time. Maybe I should try doing that sometime real soon here. Yeah, got to get out here in the next week and pick some wild leeks. And for the other people that don't know the name or whatever, or officially, they're called ramps. R-A-M-P-S, ramps. And they're all over the place. Some of the more southern countries, the Appalachians there or whatever, it's illegal to pick them, believe it or not. It's illegal because, a lot of people are going out and picking them and trying to sell them and this and that. They're expensive, like $50 or $60 a pound. Yeah. But yeah, and a lot of people are picking them so bad there's none left there. But yeah, in some states it is actually illegal to pick wild leeks. But not around here. Half the people around here don't even know what they are, so that's a good thing, I guess. All right, so let's see. This is a song maybe Big Joe might remember from many years ago. I think it was a big hit. Not in the polka world, but in the the music world or whatever. But anyway, Little Richard and his Polka All-Stars.
Saturday night I got married. Me and my wife settled down. Now me and my wife are parted. I'm gonna take a stroll downtown. Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dream. Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in the town. Sometimes I have a great notion to jump into the river and drown. rambling and stop your gambling. Stop staying out late at night. Go home to your wife and family. Sit down by the fireside bright. Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dream.
Just the other day, a girl had stole my heart away, although I've never seen this girl before. Then I thought I would take a chance, and so I asked her for a dance. We danced until we couldn't dance no more. I asked if I could take her home tomorrow, call her on the phone and try to get a date with her sometime. And then she kind of smiled at me and gave her number happily. She said that I could call her anytime. I call her Monday, she's too busy. Tuesday, she feels dizzy. Wednesday, her line is busy. Guess I'll try again. I phoned her Thursday, busy knitting. Friday, babysitting. A row number she turned out to be. Now the times really changed my life. That girl so soon became my wife. I went down to her home to ask her out. Now I feel proud of what I've done. I love her, she's the only one. I found out what love is all about. And after many years of love, I just thank the Lord above for this girl that I chose for my wife. I laugh at how I had to wait just to get a date with this girl who has been my whole life. I call her Monday, she's too busy. Tuesday, she feels dizzy. Wednesday, her line is busy. Yes, I'll try again. I phoned her Thursday, busy knitting. Friday, babysitting. My life's number she turned out to be. With the problems nowadays that has this world in a rage, taxes, inflation, and the rest, just a little glass of wine and a pretty girl to love makes my life seem the very best. I have my wine, girls, and good time. I just detest all of the rest. Wine, girls, and good times makes my life seem the very best. All this talk of politics and shortages makes me tired. Why can't we concentrate on love? Everybody thinks they're perfect and they can't make mistakes. I thank the Lord up above. I have my wine, girls, and good times. I just detest all of the rest. Wine, girls, and good times makes my life seem the very best.
Okay, Little Richard right there. Wine, Girls, and Good Times. And before that, Wrong Number and Irene Goodnight. Little Richard and his Polka All-Stars there from Chicago. Yeah, he put out a lot of albums over the years. Geez, he must have about... I know I've got every one of them, but I'm trying to think there. I must have about, well, at least 20, if not 30 albums he put out. Yeah, he put out a lot of stuff there, but I don't know. He did a lot of an imitation like a Little Wally. It's like every song he did, it sounds like Little Wally, or he was always imitating Little Wally. Maybe that's why he didn't get as big as he could have been, because he was just an Little Wally impersonator, kind of like Stas Golanka, a Little Wally impersonator. But some good music. He had some good musicians on some of his albums, that's for sure. All right, I'm just looking out the window here. It almost looks like it's raining out. I can't tell, but it's certainly very cloudy out there. That's for sure. Very cloudy. Yep. But I'll go out there in a little while and we'll see what's going on. Probably just cold, damp, and raw, like it's been all day. Yep. All right, yeah, speaking of like ramps and wild leaks and stuff, they're in the same family as the garlic. The garlic is doing phenomenal. I'm going to say my garlic's got to be, probably about 7 or 8 inches tall right now. Growing very good. Very, very good. Well, that kind of likes this kind of weather, With some good sunshine, I'll give it another probably growth spurt, but it's growing good, Kind of got spoiled there with some nice weather early on here, and that's what makes this weather so hard to take here. It's like, geez, after having a couple days of 70, and then right now, see right here, the temperature right here is 44 degrees right here in Outer East Street here in Pittsfield. I'll assume that's where their thermometer is here for the temperature, 44 degrees. It's cold and raw. You wouldn't want it to be 44 degrees in your house right now, that's for sure. But, yeah, it's just, I don't know. You get a couple beautiful days, and then all of a sudden it gets cold like this day after day after day. And I think I saw the 10-day outlook. No, I didn't see the 10-day. I saw the 7-day outlook. I think at the end of it, I think there's some 60s in there, which will be much better than what it is right now. If we just had some sun, if you're in the sunshine, it's like instantly 10 degrees warmer. Just being in the sunshine from no sunshine. That's amazing. All right, let's do... Well, let's see. I got the new one here by Jimmy Motica. We'll play that in a little bit. Let's do one here by Marion Lush. Open the Window.
Otwórz okienko, piękna panienko, do mnie uśmiechnij się. Uciesz mi serce swoją piosenką i podaj rączkę swą. Otwórz okienko, piękna panienko, i rączkę mi podaj. Ja jestem młody, pięknej urody, otwórz i buzi daj. Otwórz okienko, piękna panienko, otwórz i buzi daj. Bo w naszych sercach miłość zakwitła, dziewczyno buzi daj. Otwórz okienko, piękna panienko, otwórz i buzi daj. Bo ja cię kocham, piękna dziewczyno, moja kochaneczko.
All right, there you go, Marion Lush. Here, I wasn't sure if I wanted to play the medley I have there recorded live, but I realized that's 20 minutes long. I know I've played it probably a few times in the past over the years, but that's a long medley. It's like, geez, that's almost an album side right there, or it is an album side. So I got to think about that for a few minutes. In the meantime, let's play one here. Thanks to Polka Pete there for snagging up this one here for me to play. It's called The Way Life Should Be by Jimmy Motica. You're saying, who the hell is Jimmy Motica? Well, he's a trumpet player for the Maestro's Men. And I guess he always said, I'd like to make my own CD. So we got some musicians together, went into a recording studio, and made a CD together. Yes, and this is it. It's called, the name of the CD is called The Way Life Should Be. You know, and it's not like he's got to, you're not going to go out and see him playing somewhere. He's just, it's kind of, he plays in another band, and it's just he got, it's kind of like a pickup band and made a CD together is basically what it is. But he's got some very good musicians on here, too. But we'll play a couple tunes off of that right now. So this is from the album, CD called The Way Life Should Be, and the title song here, The Way Life Should Be, Jimmy Motica.
I can't forget, you were sitting there with all of your friends. As I slowly walked on by, you looked and I said hi, and I knew somehow that this would never end. I'll be yours, you'll be mine, we'll be happy for such a long, long time. I'll love you, you'll love me, and I know that it's the way life should be. Now the years have all gone by, we've learned to laugh and cry, and the kids have all gone off on their own. We still love each other, sharing life with one another, and love is what makes our house a home. I'll be yours, you'll be mine, we'll be happy for such a long, long time. I'll love you, you'll love me, and I know that it's the way life should be. Of crystal, like a fine china cup, I kept your memory all safely locked up. Afraid I could never love somebody new, I was trying to say what I had left of you. Then she broke your memory last night, I felt it shatter inside. She must have held me a little too right. She broke your memory last night. she touched me with her gentle hands, your memory crumbled like a house built on sand. She swept all the pieces of your love away, then gave me her heart to put in its place. That she broke your memory last night, I felt it shatter inside. She must have held me a little too right. She broke your memory last night. She broke your memory last night, I felt it shatter inside. She must have held me a little too right. She broke your memory last night.
Okay, all right. I'm thinking, what the heck here? Where's that music coming from? I'm looking at my iPad. There's nothing moving there. It's like, oh, it's in the CD player. I'm actually playing a CD. It's like, yeah, kind of a what the heck kind of moment there. All right, why don't we do the bulletin board right now? Because I'm thinking about it, so why not? Let's see here. Going to my phone here because I know they are May 3rd. Yeah, so this is the bulletin board. So on Sunday, May 3rd, which I'm going to guess, I don't have a calendar, but I'm going to say it's probably a week from this Sunday coming up here. Today is April 22nd, so Wednesday, April 22nd. So Sunday, May 3rd, from 2:30 to 6:30, the PCC in Ludlow, Massachusetts presents Cinco de Mayo polka dance with Dennis Polisky and the Maestros Men. Join us for great food and at Patty's Kitchen and cocktails. I don't know if there'll be, what is it? Bring your sombreros, costumes, and maracas. Nobody will, I doubt it. Best costume, first and second prizes. One free ticket to see the Maestros Men anniversary dance at Pulaski Park. Well, you know, in Chicago they do this every Cinco de Mayo, whatever you want, Cinco de Mayo day every year, which is May 5th. Out in Chicago, they have the Polka family playing for that every single year. So I guess Ludlow's trying to, like, I guess you could say, copy them and doing it here, which it probably won't matter. It's just, another Sunday with the Maestros Men playing at the Ludlow PACC. Let's see, I have the whole Maestros Men schedule in front of me here. Well, then I have New Britain, Connecticut, Colchester, Connecticut, Boston. That's interesting. The Polish Fest, Boston, Mass with the Maestros Men. When is that? May 31st on a Sunday. If you're in Boston or want to go to Boston. And let's see, Pine Island, Ocean Beach Park Polka Days, and that brings us right up until till July there or whatever. Yeah, so nothing close by for the Maestros Men. And let's see, let's go back here. Let's see. Well, I can't. All right, so let's see what else we got going on right here. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, Ernie Daigle sent me something here. Let's see if I can find it. He's the one who runs the dances out in Ludlow. Let's see, the inbox. If I can find it real quick, I won't spend a lot of time. Oh, there it is, okay. Oh, he's just talking about the dance there, May 3rd with the Maestros Men. That's all that is. May 3rd, Maestros Men, Ludlow PACC. Admission is $15. Okay, if you want to go see the Maestros Men, May 3rd in Ludlow. Okay, and I know, I won't go digging into it, but I know the Maestro's Men and Polka Country Musicians, that'll be probably a good one there. We'll be playing at Pulaski Park. I think it's in July. I should have looked while I was on there, but I didn't. But it's a ways away, which I'm sure will be announced many times between then and now. So that'll be a good one. 2 polka bands at Pulaski Park. You don't see that very often there, except when Yilcha's doing her Happy Louie Parkinson's dance there, which I was looking on Happy Louie's website the other day, thinking, oh, they're going to have it, and who's the bands this year, but there was nothing listed. That was like probably 3 days ago I looked it up. It's like she always does Parkinson's thing there, and usually July or end of July or August, and there was nothing listed yet. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, last year they had 3 bands playing there. They had the Dynabrass, Tony's Polka Band, and the Eastern Sounds played last year. All right, let's see here. The GE Pensioners Dinner at the GEAA Crane Avenue, Monday, April 27th. There will be a ham dinner, and that will be served at 1 p.m. 1 p.m., GE Pensioners, Monday, April 27th. Let's see, the Eddie Foreman schedule. Nothing really. May 25th, Pulaski Park. Monday, Memorial Day. Geez, that's going to be here before you know it. Hopefully the weather is nice and warm for that, too. It better be. That's what we need, some good weather here. And let's see. Then we have this Eddie Foreman Live Awards Banquet and Dinner Dance. October 3rd. Or this is at the Polish Falcons right here in Pittsfield. The hors d'oeuvres will be at 5 o'clock. The dinner will be at 5:30. The awards will be 6:30. And then the music by Eddie Foreman will be from 7:30 until 10:30. It's $35 per person. But if you want to just go for the music after 7:30, it's only $10 to get in. So if I guess if you're part of the awards and all that stuff and you want to see all that, it starts at 5 o'clock. There'll be hors d'oeuvres, and it'll be $35 per person. And then, like I say, if you don't want any of that, you can just go for the music at 7:30. They won't let you in until 7:30, and that'll be $10. So that's at the Polish Falcons right here in Pittsfield. They used to have polka dances there a lot back in the early years. It's been a while. Well, for a while there, it seemed like we were getting one polka dance there a year for a little while, and then it just went dead. And let's see, I think, those are your local bands, Eddie Foreman, Maestro's Men. Well, we kind of consider Maestro's Men a local band. They haven't played around here much, but they used to. All right, so, geez, it's 25 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock here on a Wednesday night, April 22nd. 44 degrees out there right now. So on Sunday morning when you're listening to this, if it's 44 degrees early in the morning, well, that's not too bad, but I think it's supposed to be warmer come Sunday. All right, so that's all we got for info right there. Let's see, we got to play a song here for Marcia. So for Marcia, here's a song for you, somebody from the Senior Center, I guess. All right, our album, we decided to do the album. I'd like to have done the Marion Lush live medley there from Ocean Beach Park from 1991. But I don't know if we can fit it in. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Probably won't. But anyway, the album we're going to do tonight is Side B of Jimmy Weber and the Sounds. And it's the Sounds from a Polka Party. Don't let that fool you. It's the name of the album, Sounds from a Polka Party. Jimmy Weber and the Sounds with I'm Crazy About Polkas, People's Polka, an old little Wally tune right there. Baby's Coming Back, Let's Get Together, Think of Me. Didn't I play Think of Me earlier by the original version? Yeah. Night After Night, and then Polish Sausage, another Little Wally one there. Yeah, Sounds did a lot of Little Wally songs over their years. So we're going to do side B of Sounds from a Polka Party. This came out, believe it or not, back in 1988. Wow. That was a long time ago. It doesn't seem that long, but that was a long time ago. All right, so let's see here. All right, here we go. Jimmy Weber and the Sounds.
Banjos in Slovenian orchestras. It doesn't matter how they're played or the country that they're from. If you're like me, then you'll agree they're loved by everyone. I'm just crazy about polkas. Honky pusher Eastern style, it matters not to me. I'm just crazy about polkas. And if you join along, you'll come to love them just like me. About polkas, honky pusher Eastern style, it matters not to me. I'm just crazy about polkas, and if you join along, you'll come to love them just like me. Don't have to go far to hear this happy sound. You'll find them played in taverns and clubs in every town. You'll hear them on the radio and see them on TV. I think you'll find that they provide you instant energy. I'm just crazy about polkas. Honky pusher Eastern style, it matters not to me. I'm just crazy about polkas. And if you join along, you'll come to love them just like me. And if you join along, you'll come to love them, you will see. odpoczywam, gdy przyjdzie niedziela. To i ja odpoczywam, gdy przyjdzie niedziela. To i ja odpoczywam. Śniadanie na stole, matka na mnie woła, matka na mnie woła, gdy przyjdzie niedziela. Chodźcie do kościoła, gdy przyjdzie niedziela. Chodźcie do kościoła. Żyje na tym świecie jeszcze dobry chłopak. Żyje środku ganej. Za domem podworek trzeba tak uprawić, aby nasze dzieci mieli gdzie się bawić. Będziemy se żyli do pary, wybrane hej na wszystkie wieki, a serca związane. Think of me when you're lonely. Think of me when you're blue. Think of me when you're far away, 'cause I'll be thinking of you. You said that you were leaving, you wouldn't be gone for long. With each new day, I hope and pray that you'll come traveling home. Think of me when you're lonely. Think of me when you're blue. Think of me when you're far away, 'cause I'll be thinking of you. But now the waiting is over, and time has set the scene. Yes, God meant me for only you, and He meant you for me. Think of me when you're lonely. Think of me when you're blue. Think of me when you're far away, 'cause I'll be thinking of you. Jutra nad wieczór sam siedzę i czekam. Moje luby nie ma, pójdę je poszukam. Moje luby nie ma, pójdę je poszukam. Poszedł po
righty. Whoops. Make sure we get the right one off there. Okay. Oh, real good sounding album right there. That's for sure. Whoops. Trying to find what I'm going to play next. I'm having a hard time finding it, but I found it. Okay. So, yeah, Jimmy Weber and the Sounds from the Polka Party. That's definitely a classic album right there. That's for sure. Good songs, good music all the way around. All right. Yeah, I messed up there. I said, "Think of Me, Polka." I thought that was the John Jaworski one I played a while ago, but that was Thinking of You, not Thinking of Me. All right, winding down here. It's about 49 minutes past the hour here on a Wednesday evening. Temperatures 45 degrees out there. Wasn't it 44 when I said it a little while ago? Yeah, looks like the clouds are starting to break up a little bit out there. Very little bit, but still very cloudy. You can tell it wants to change. I didn't really catch the weather there. It was on TV when I left, but I was watching it, but I didn't. It was going in one ear and out the other there, but I don't think it's supposed to be as cold tonight, but it's not summer. Let's not kid, buddy. It's definitely not summertime, that's for sure. We'd like it to be, but it's not. All right, yeah, so this 2 hours here kind of went pretty quick here tonight. Very quick, actually, yeah. And when I came in here, like I always do, I always walk in here, it's like, geez, if I could just stay home and take a nap. I'd like to just take a nap. But then if I was home and if I took a nap probably 5 minutes later, I'd be saying, well, I can't sleep right now. And I'd get up anyway. But I don't know. I always seem to get tired around 5, 6, 7 o'clock every night. Every single night. I don't know. Maybe it's the weather. It probably is the weather, because if it was beautiful out with the doors open, I'd probably be outside, at least sitting outside, if not doing something out there. But yeah, we got a few more weeks to wait until we can start planting. That's always a good, fun time of the year to get out there and planting the plants. I noticed the Eskies got their greenhouses all fixed up and ready to go there. I'm sure the tomato plants are in there growing right now as we speak. So yeah, we'll be looking forward to that. But the weather's got to change here. But again, it's only the end of April. I usually don't plant everything until, on average, I would say the second week of May is when I usually throw everything in, the tomatoes, the peppers, and all that kind of stuff. But we'll see. It seems like it's every springtime. It's getting colder every spring, every year, every spring. It seems like it's just never warm like it should be. Climate change, it's for real, that's for sure. All right, let's finish off here with a couple tunes here. How about the Old Timers Polka Medley? And Eddie was on 6 Versatones from his medley album.
Tylko temu chłopcu, co młody głos.
All right, that about winds us down here for another week here, another Wednesday night, April 22nd. We'll see you again live here in about 2 weeks. Well, we will see you live in 2 weeks. And there's polka music every Wednesday night from 6 to 8. Every Sunday morning from 8 to 10. So, yeah, every 2 weeks we do a live show here like we are tonight. And then the other times it's recorded. So if you missed tonight's, you can catch it either Sunday morning or next Wednesday night. So, yeah, every Wednesday night, 6 to 8, Sunday morning, 8 to 10, right here on 89.7 WTBR and 88.1 WSBR down in Lee. We'll see you then. Have a good time, and hopefully the next time we speak, it'll be a lot warmer out.
Mama woła na córuni, ma mi szkoda odejść, bo dotychczas nic nie trudno było mamę zwodzić. Oj, córuniu, gdzie ty chodzisz, czego się zmieniła? I gdzie twe nóżki cię prowadzą i coś tam robiła? Nie gniewaj się, hej mamusiu, że późno bywałam. Byłam u mego kochanka, tyś już zapomniała. Obchodzimy dziś wesele w kościele.